This is take 2 of inspecting a shingle roof. I spent about the last 5 minutes thinking it was recording, but it wasn't. So first thing that we're looking for on the roof first thing that we're looking for on the ground, even go up on the roof, is the soffitting. So we want to see if there's intake ventilation that's going into this attic space. As you can see here, they have perforated soffitting, so that will allow airflow to go into the attic space. The next thing we want to see is where can we put our bin and how are we going to load the material onto this roof. So luckily in the back of the building here, we got a big open space, so we can put the bin right where my truck is, and we can back up the delivery truck and crane load the material directly onto the roof. Okay, so now we're going on the roof. Now before we get on the roof, we want to take a look to see what layers are underneath here. Sometimes we have multiple layers of roofing, sometimes we don't have any plywood on the roof. So if you can see that blue board, that appears to be OSB board. So that is an acceptable substrate. But if there is any leaks that have been happening on this roof, it's likely that that board is completely rotted out. So we will take a look around the roof for any rot or water damage. Oh, we got someone over here. I forget what the song's called, but I know I really like it. My dream come true. Okay. So next we want to take a look at the condition of the shingles. So from first look, we notice that there are a lot of areas on the roof where the granules are completely worn away. So once that happens, this roof will, because of UV rays, the asphalt will deteriorate very, very quickly. This is about a 20-year-old roof. So it's usually going to show signs of wear. If we come over here, we can see more areas where the asphalt is deteriorated. We can see this is probably one of the worst areas, and they already did a patch job over here because there's probably already some leaking going on. We also want to take account of all the different types of vents that are currently on the roof. So we can see from the amount of vents on this roof and the intake venting that's coming from the soffitting, this roof does have adequate ventilation. But the big question is, does it actually need to be replaced? You can see on this south side of the roof, there is quite a bit of wear as well on the shingles, similar to that other side that was most likely leaking, and that's why the repair was done. Typically, when a roof is about 20 years old and you're dealing with an asphalt shingle, that's usually the point you want it replaced. If you are dealing with a steeper roof, then you might get some more years out of it. So we can see there's a lot of algae staining on this side of the roof, likely because the trees above, they're dropping a lot of debris on the roof, and that also does speed along the life cycle of the roof. Okay, so we can see on this side of the roof, it is in pretty rough shape. There's a lot of granules missing from the roof and a lot of bare areas. So we can see on the majority of this roof, there is a lot of bare areas. So it should be replaced probably within the next 1 or 2 years, just to avoid any issues that might happen from a roof of this age. And that's a basic how to inspect an asphalt shingle roof.